All right. So we're here with the one and only Dip Gaming. We talked a little bit before we started recording, and I've been telling him like I've watched him like on TikTok streams, on Twitter. I've seen a whole bunch of your content, and it's hilarious, but it's also informative at the same time, and inspiring on all sort of levels. So welcome to Kings of Gaming and Real Ones.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right. Without further ado, let's get straight into the questioning. What made you start wanting to do content creating?
For a long time, I think the content creation as we know it was like a gray area. I think everybody was just doing what they enjoyed and was sharing it across social media, even when it came to Twitter, like the early days of YouTube and things like that. People were just creating and putting stuff out. I don't think we really got content creation as we know it until YouTube really blew up, or people started getting, brand deals and things like that through streaming with the stuff that they were doing just for fun. I didn't consider it content creation until I just completely started to dedicate my Instagram presence, which was new at the time. Instagram came out like I think 2012, I believe. And it was like, oh yeah, this is just me and just me. And then I started uploading game clips when you could record them on the old Xbox One and the PS4. And I was editing little clips on my phone and just posting it. And then I was like, I'm just gonna make this entire account just gaming clips, gaming videos. And then that transitioned into streaming once they had the native streaming apps. I enjoy gaming. I enjoy talking about gaming and talking about it with other people who enjoy it. And that turned into me attempting early streaming in 2015. And then once I realized that was a whole thing, I was like, let's keep it going.
Okay. And you spoke a little bit about your love for gaming. Where did that originate from? Your love for
um,
gaming.
my dad got me into gaming when I was about 3 years old. He was big into technology and computers and things of that nature when I was young. And we had the original NES. We had a Turbo Graphics. So gaming has been around as long as me in my life. So I've always had gaming. We've always had it was a two system household. We went from that to the Sega and the Super Nintendo to the PlayStation and the Saturn. Gaming has always been in my life, and it's been my main pastime.
Okay. And for those that don't know, it's still technically Black History Month. This article might come out a little bit later, but as a black man, how do you feel the being a black content creator has affected your journey so far?
Being a black content creator, I feel a lot of content creation is still uncharted territory, or it's not clearly defined because as creators, we're all at the mercy of the people with the money. So the brands, the large scale companies who realize we have power in advertising and reach. They're the ones who are kind of playing the game. They're the ones creating the game and dictating what we're creating is worth. So they want us to think that they're the ones who are putting the price tag on this many followers, this much reach. And of course, as black people in most industries, we're getting the short end of the stick. We're getting, hey, you only appeal to this amount of people, when it's not in reality. That's not the real numbers of what we can do as content creators. So I still feel like I'm early on in my content creation journey, influencer journey, and watching people in our space tread new ground and battle these ceilings that we have. Especially a lot of the black women in our space, they are telling us, hey, we're worth more than what they're trying to give us. And that's a lot of inspiration that I can see from people like X Mira and all of those like larger creators. They are taking a step out there and saying, hey, don't take pennies for what you have, because you have something of value.
Okay. And as a black content creator, do you have any advice you can give to other black men in this space who is trying to create sort of the same stage and get the same success, if not greater success?
What I would like to say is do what you enjoy. Don't conform to what you see has gained traction. People get caught up in what gets clicks, like what gets the usual type of engagement that you see in social media, and
Hmm.
a lot of it tends to be along the more negative side of things or shock value type of things. And there's a lane for it, but we're better than that. I feel like we're better than shock content and disrespecting each other for clicks and entertainment. Like
Right.
I want to see more positive content, and there's a lane for it. You can get engagement being positive. You don't have to be negative to get engagement.
Right. And I see a lot of your content on TikTok. I believe TikTok is how I actually started watching you. What's your inspiration for the content you make on TikTok?
My random train of thought. Um, I went to school for communications and like broadcast, and so I enjoy editing and I enjoy music. So in my head at all times, I have angles, I have sound bites, I have just hodgepodge of all this media floating around in my head. And then every now and then, two pieces will connect, and I'm like, hey, that would be funny if I put this on video. And then I try to frame it. I have 2 or 3 different tripods in my house just because I have random camera equipment laying around. So I try to put it together from what I see. Like me and my wife, we both at one point wanted to be like music video directors. So
Mm.
growing up, we always saw like Hype Williams, Little X, and things like that. So visually and cinematically, I see those types of things, and I try to create that on a small scale, especially with social media, because you can get out those. You don't have to commit to a large scale production. You can do 1 or 2 shots, something that everybody can relate to, and it goes. Sometimes the TikTok will take off if if it's relatable enough.
Okay. All right. Here's some quick fire questions.
Mm.
First one: top 3 video games of all time.
My top 3 of just
Yep.
should be everyone's top 3.
Your top 3.
My top 3 of all time. Oh Lord have mercy. I want to see Red Faction Gorilla.
Mm.
Yeah, Red Faction Gorilla was a big one. 360 era. What else? Splatoon 2. If you know me, I've dumped tons of hours into that. What else? Top 3 of all time. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I don't play a lot of games more than once. I don't watch a lot of movies more than once, but that one I ran through that at least 2 or 3 different times.
That's a good pick. I forgot all about Prince of Persia too.
That OG Prince of Persia like trilogy was serious.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm a sucker for anything time travel too. So
Okay. Next top 5 questions. Top 3 video game characters of all time.
Video game characters. I feel like Duke Nukem is one. Like everybody knows Duke Nukem, and whether he's a character or not, of just like your typical action hero, people know him and kind of can appreciate what he brings. Yeah. Characters. This is a hard one. And now I'm cycling through all generations in my head. I got one. Give me a second. Kratos is definitely a good character from God of War series.
Okay.
Especially because of his iconic voice actors from T.C. Carson to I forget the guy's name now. I just call him the guy from Stargate.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know him from Stargate, and I've never remembered his name. But the guy who's the current Kratos.
Yeah.
So Kratos is definitely an iconic character. And who else? Mario.
Okay.
Like Mario, even people who don't know gaming or don't know like the different generations of systems, your mom calls everything Mario. Everybody knows Nintendo.
Yeah. True.
So I can't argue with that. But the top 3, yeah, I would say those.
Okay. And last fire question: what is your starter Pokemon?
My starter, Torchic.
Really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
nobody's throwing hands with Blaziken. Give me a toy chicken, we gonna make it work. That was the easiest question you asked me.
Have you played the new Pokemon game?
I have Arceus on my Switch. I have not cracked it open yet. I did like the tutorial, and that's it.
Oh, it's a beautiful game.
It's the game I've been waiting for since Pokemon Stadium, and I'm glad we have it.
Mhm.
And now my schedule does not allow me to dive into it the way I want to just yet.
Understandable. And final question is, what do you want people to know about you, creative wise, gaming wise, whatever?
I like to create. I enjoy video, and I want to create as much lighthearted content as possible for people to enjoy.
Okay. All right. Well, once again, Dip Gaming, thank you for taking so much time out of your schedule to sit down with me and answer these questions. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I've been inspired by you since I've started looking at your content, and I really appreciate it, especially the things you do for not only just Black women in gaming, but also Black men in gaming, and all the great and amazing content you do.
Yeah,
Trust me,
I enjoy you being successful in this. Like from everything you do with Pinky and the whole crew, like I see, and I'm like, I gotta get in with these guys.
Trust me, man. Anytime you want to run some games together, stream, whatever the case might be, let me know. I'm open and available. So, again, thank you.
Thank you
And
for having me.
we'll definitely have you on a live podcast one day.
I see. I'm just let me know. Let me know.
No problem. And until next time, guys, this has been another interview. Y'all guys have a great one. Peace.